Hello, it's Victoria from Coastal Themes, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a responsive mobile menu on Framer. So there's two ways you can go about this. The first way is simply clicking the insert icon, typing in menu, and you can see that Framer gives you loads of menu options, including a menu you can just drag in. You can see here. It gives you the Framer menu and it is responsive, and so when you get to mobile, ignore this menu at the top. This is Framer's menu that they provide. You can click on the burger menu and it gives you a nice drop down and does all the work for you with even a nice animation of the burger menu icon. So what we're going to be doing is basically recreating this and do our own little version, which, let me delete this menu, which on click will give us a similar effect. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this from scratch. So if you ever need to create a menu without using the Framer menu, you can do it yourself and you know how it's all going to be constructed. So let's delete these Framer menus and let's also delete the components I already have created. So say bye-bye to that, and we're actually going to delete it completely from our assets. So when we come back to our file, you can see it is empty. And what we're going to want to do is, before getting started, you will need a few assets. The one thing you might need is your burger menu icon. So this is a asset I've just made myself. I've got an open state, and that is simply a phosphor icon. So you can get that by clicking on plus, scrolling down to icons, and you can see Framer gives us a few icon sets. If you click on the icon set you'd like, you can see this drops in an icon, and then if you come to the right hand menu, you can come down to phosphor and you can toggle to the icon you'd like. So a burger menu is a list and a cross is simply an X. So I've made two variants. These aren't animated, but we will look into animating burger menus and animating in the future in later videos. If that's something you're interested in, please do leave a comment below and let us know. So we have this menu icon and we're going to go home. So what we're going to want to do is, here I have a frame just sitting. I'm going to delete that. Make sure that my page is completely clear. And it is. So I'm going to hit this icon up here and create a new frame. And you can see this frame automatically creates it on desktop, tablet, and phone. I'm going to leave it grey, really light grey, so we can just see what's going on while we build. So clicking on this, I'm actually going to create a component and name it top nav. So now I have in my assets file, I have menu icon and top nav. So we're going to be working in top nav, and we're going to start by creating our desktop menu. So what I will need here is a logo, which I will drop in right now. So I've got this logo, which I've taken from the Untitled UI library, and I'm going to add a layout to this frame and give it the direction left to right, horizontal. And then what I need to do is add my menu item. So I'm going to quickly do that by creating columns. We'll simply drag them in here and we'll make 3 menu items to start. And in each one we want to apply a layout, and then we'll add our text. Item 1, item 2, and item 3. Perfect. I'm going to take these backgrounds off. And there we have our menu items, our logo, and I will distribute this space between. And then add some padding of 24 all the way around. I will make the height to fit content. And that looks good. So desktop, I've got my logo, my menu items, and these will link to whatever pages. And then I have tablet, which is the same thing. I'm actually going to decrease these font sizes. I think they're quite big. Them 18, yeah, let's make it 16 for now. 16. You might want to make these menu items into components just so you can reuse them. It makes it a little easier for hover states and things like that, but for the sake of this tutorial, I am just leaving them unlinked. And then we can see our phone variant is, we're missing a menu item, it doesn't fit, and we want our burger menu. So what we're going to do is design that burger menu effect. So what we're going to do is come over to Assets. We're going to grab our menu icon and drop it in here. So now when we come back to Layers, we've got our menu icon, our logo, and then our menu items. So we're going to group the menu icon and the logo, add a stack, make sure it's arranged this way, space between, and width is fill, and I will show you why in a second. Let's just change the order of these. Ooh. There we go. And it's getting a bit cramped here, so I'll show you what we're doing. We're going to change the layout of this phone variant to be vertical. So now you can see our exit icon and our logo fill the top row, and then our menu items fill the second row. But to make it look like what I showed you in the beginning, we're going to change the direction of this. We're going to select each of these stacks and make sure that the height is fitting their content. And the same with this main menu stack, height to fit content. You might want to increase the space between each item. You might even want to style each menu item a little bit differently. On mobile, I'm going to make them 20. We're going to left align, and I'm actually going to make them semi-bold. And then in my alignment of my menu, I'm going to align them left and each item inside at the start. And then as for this entire phone variant, I can see that there's no space between, because when you have the distribution of space between, you can't control the padding between items. So we're going to space it start, add a gap of 24, and that is looking good. We're going to make sure that the height is fitting the content, and then we're going to actually work a little bit backwards, and we're going to create our variant of our phone closed. So this is when we cannot see these menu items, so we're going to click on this stack. We are going to change the opacity to 0. We're going to change this menu icon variant to open, and we're going to change the height to fixed and match the height to the other menus. You can see we got a little bit of an issue going on the other variants because we added this icon into a stack. So we'll come back to this. Let's quickly fix this. So on tablet, instead of having the distribution with center, we're going to have it at start. I'm going to do the same for desktop. And then finally, you can see here now we have menu closed and menu open. And what you want to do is click on the icon, come to the top and make sure we have a new transition. On click, make sure the variant goes to phone. And for the X icon here, new transition. On click, variant goes to phone closed. So now I need to make sure that my variant showing here is not this, but is phone closed. So when I preview and I click on the menu, my menu items appear and we have a burger menu. And then once you're done with that and getting all your functionality in place, we can go in and fix some of the styling. I don't actually like the grey, so we can remove the grey from the background, make all the backgrounds bright white. And if you have any CTAs to add to your menus or anything you want to add into your burger menu when it's open, you can do this now and work with this styling inside here. And then if I show you our desktop, you can see here we got our menu items, tablet, and finally phone with our opacity 0 to 1 of our nice navigation. And that is it. That's how easy it is to recreate Framer's pre-made menu, responsive menu, and now you know how to do it yourself. You can do it super quickly, customize it the way you want it, and not be reliant on Framer's one. And that's it from me. If you have any questions, if you want to learn anything else regarding responsive design, menus, navigations, maybe we'll even do a tutorial on mega menus because that is a highly requested video. So yes, I will see you in the next video and see you soon. Bye!